I'm going to go through the top 10 or 11 or 12 essential games for starting a board game collection. This is second play. Let's get into it. So a big thing about essential games is I think essential games are ones that you can start off with, are really solid, but you'll just keep as well. Like if you're not going to buy hundreds of games or anything like that, you just want some around the house and friends come over or kids want to come and play.
Then these are the essential games, but first for honourable mentions.
I was talking to a person and I said, what game should I get? And they're like, oh, you've got to get Splendor. And I bought it, I played it with them, and I was like, you know what, this game's pretty good. Different to what I've played. Picking up gems and you're getting points, first 15 wins. During all the lockdowns those years ago, I just played more and more.
Number
one has to be Sushi Go. This is Sushi Go Party, so this has extra cards that you can change it up and play, and it's good for lots of people, so you can play with, 3, 4, 5, it's up to 8 players, 2 maybe, if you wanted to. Really, really cute sushi. Oh, they're so cute.
Number 2.
The classic Pandemic, one of the first sort of cooperative games. Pandemic is just a go-to in terms of working together. It scales, 2 to 4 players, 45 minutes, but this is a great game. If you've never played a cooperative game, start with one like this. Another one that you could go to, which is a little bit easier, is Forbidden Island.
Number 3.
Right, number 3. Whenever I play this game, and this is all I give away to people, is Codenames. I play Codenames. This is the original Codenames, which is just words. My masters give one-word clues that can point to multiple words on the board. Their teammates try to guess the word. Codenames. Win, lose, it's fun to figure out the clues. Apart from that, it's actually a really good game.
Number 4.
Number 4, that's essential for your collection, Azul. It's a great game in terms of getting people involved, thinking, beautiful components, and the gameplay is a little bit different. You're selecting tiles and you're putting them on your board, and you're trying to also watch other people and what they're trying to develop on their board. Everyone's going to say that this is an absolute essential game.
Number 5.
My number 5 is Love Letters. So in this game, the Queen's being arrested for high treason, and the princess is heartbroken and you're trying to get a love letter to get a token of affection for her. That's weird. But the game's really quick, and I play it a lot with 2 players, and you can learn it in seconds, and you can just play over and over again. And you can go, do you want to play another round? Oh yeah, let's do it. And you just deal out the cards again. The other option for Love Letters is Japor. That's the first 2-player game I got. Not on this list because this is just easy. You just get it out and you can just play it. Whereas Japor, there's a bit more setup to it. Number 6. For my number 6, I've got Patchwork. It's a 2-player game where you're trying to put out like Tetris tiles. I love Tetris, so when I first played this game, I absolutely loved it. And the buttons and the theme and everything like that were absolutely incredible. I have New York Zoo, that's also a Tetris game, but in terms of price and accessibility, and you'll play it, and Patchwork. I think my number 11 is going to surprise you in terms of what it is, but we'll get to that later.
Number 7.
My number 7 is 7 Wonders. I actually want 7 Wonders Duel. Again, I like the 2-player aspect of but 7 Wonders is just a solid game. It builds into more complex games. You really have to think about what you want. There's a lot of choice in it, but 7 Wonders is absolutely a solid game, and it will stay in your collection
forever.
Number 8.
My number 8 has to be Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride is one of the games that I started with, playing a bunch of it early on. It's great to be able to place your trains down and connect up and try and find locations on the map. It's such a good game. The interaction with other players and just how you build the network is very satisfying in this game. It's sold, let's say, 1 billion copies.
Number 9.
Wingspan. This is the game I'm most excited about. Wingspan is such a good game. You're building nests to attract birds and laying eggs, and there's heaps of points. Most games are about like castles or fantasy or monsters and stuff like this, but Wingspan's about birds. And when you play with people that have already played it, you could do a game in half an hour. Wingspan is a game that you will get and you will play, and it will stay in your collection for the rest of time.
One eternity later.
Number 11 is Scotland Yard. And the reason it's on there is because you should be able to buy this game at like a thrift shop or like an op shop or something like that. And you'll find it for like $2. It has a great element of like one person's trying to get away and you're trying to catch them and you're giving them all the tickets so they can get around Scotland. And no, it's probably London. So they can get around the city and you're really trying to find them. It's probably best with 3 players. You can play with lots of people, but it's really challenging with the more people you get, because the more people going rogue and doing whatever they want. There's like, you know, cops just on the street and like busting in doors or doing whatever they want. So that is my top 12 apparently